somebody could tell me what this plant is, I would appreciate it. I think it's a kiwi, but I'm not sure. Ooh, I think something's been eating it. The cricket's been eating it. It'd be nice if it was a kiwi. Kiwi vine tree. I don't know. Let me know what you think it is. It's got thick watery leaves. Got another one right here. I'm just gonna let it go because it's definitely something. I put them in threes. Got 3 of them here. I just can't remember exactly if it was kiwi. I think it's kiwi. There's my little star fruit getting burned up. I got another one that's in the shades, doing a little bit better. Oh, here's the red ginger. Make sure you get the red ginger. That was Judy, thanks to Judy, my neighbor. And there's a tomato coming up in there. Some bamboo. Bamboo's starting to take off. I'm pretty excited. It's getting burned up now though, now that it's tall enough to reach the sun. There's some more tomato. Hopefully that'll do real good right there. Just hang me some tomatoes. And pineapple. There's my datura. Oh, here's another star fruit. It's doing a little bit better here. This one. Keep your fingers crossed on that one. There's my avocado. I've trimmed it a few times. Knocked off a lot of branches. Want to kind of keep it trained. And here's my here's a banana right here. Another banana. I split up one of the pups. And this is mango right here, by the way. Here's my mom's ornament tree. Got a nice little eye candy for you. This is porterweed right here. Only hummingbird we saw was getting a taste of him some porterweed over here. Or actually, he was over here. Hadn't seen a lot of them. Sometimes you see them in the early morning. This is a salt bush. It's the only thing that grows, can take the heat out here in the Florida sun and provide us some shade. A lot of people might have a problem with salt bush, but it provides shade, so I like it. All the plants you see are just old dead sticks that I stuck in the ground at one point. This moringa. Oh, I gotta show you this pod that I just noticed. There's some more pineapple plants in there. There's another one of my kiwis. I think that's a kiwi. Hope that's a kiwi. That'd be nice. Here's my mosquito basin. It's gonna be having a nice. Ooh, I'm gonna break the damn flower. All right. Palm's finally getting big out here in the shade. A little bit of shade. This tangerine tree hasn't produced any tangerines. I've had it for a few years. Lemon tree's doing well. Lemons are finally starting to turn yellow. They take forever to turn yellow, but it is a lemon tree, Myers lemon. I got me about a good bit this year. I had a lot of bees this year, and due to my Cosmos seeds that I got at the dollar store, see if I can show you one in case I mailed you some seeds. This is what they look like, and they're pretty small. There's a bee getting them some right now. They like it. So definitely want to put Cosmos in your garden. Seems to be a hardy plant. And this Datura is actually like I don't know, it's just a cool plant. It's purple. You always want to add some purple in there. So some purple. There's a little weed growing for you. And oops, don't want to break the star fruit plant. Jesus. Yep. Anybody want to buy a plant? Come on down. I'm in Bradenton. Got plenty of cuttings. Always for down to barter. And some marigolds for you right there. All dollar store seeds, but this is an experimental garden, all this stuff. And here's an experimental rain bucket. I'm soaking some, you always got to have a stick coming out of the rain catcher if it's a bucket like this, so that the, look at all that rotten stuff in there. I'm letting it rot because I'm experimenting with it, seeing how the plants like it when it's a little bit funky. And so far my experiments, with the soil, I just started putting leaves. Come to find out, that's a good thing to do to your soil. It's all black in here now. I mean, it's not a good example really, but come over here and been putting down oak leaves, neighbor's oak leaves for a couple of years now. And let's get down to the business here and see what we got. Here's yeah, I put quite a bit like right here, and it's getting to be broken down pretty well. Roots are in there. Don't see any mycelium in there, but I put coffee grounds out here, and there's Mama Llama. Here, Mom's not feeling it right now, but here I'm gonna put this. There's these. What you talking about, Mama? There's a firecracker plant. This is from a cutting that I put down. Here's my new truck.
Actually, I think I might hang over and get to it better.
My sister helped me out with this. This is a moringa. Oh, let me show you the pod over here. Yeah, my mom, she don't want to be on camera, so I'm gonna just go ahead and let her not be on camera right now. But we're gonna put her on camera though. But check out this pod. That pod's pretty. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to make you dizzy, but I thought that pod was pretty neat. And there's my moringa about to blow over. I put that thing in there. I think, believe it or not, this moringa tree is not just over a year old, and it looks like to be about 15 feet. I think they grow 9 feet every year. It might be 2 years old by now, but either way, moringa. This is Stenopetala, I guess, because it's got the small little leaves. But I've been throwing them in my smoothie, and it's supposed to be really good for you. I haven't done it long term, but it's a beautiful tree. It's going to have some shade over. I'm pretty soon going to have shade on the street. Got some more flowers for the bees, birds and the bees here. Got weed weeds up in here. Don't want the HOA getting on us about that, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. Here's another avocado plant. I just pulled some plants around it, give it some more space so it doesn't get eaten up completely by crickets. I like crickets. I don't mind them. They're cool, but they'll eat your stuff up, you know. So you just gotta have plenty of stuff for them to eat, I guess. Let's see, there's some moringa and some lemongrass, courtesy of the neighbors. It's doing real good. I haven't done anything with it yet. I think you can make tea out of it, but it's pretty, and it smells just like lemon. I can smell it. You rub your hands on it, you can smell like it's really smelling like lemon. So I like it a lot. I'm gonna make some tea out of it, I think. Here are these lizards. These lizards like the trees, and they like having stuff to climb up on, I guess. So that worked out pretty good. Thanks Cassie Lyons for the opportunity to. I wouldn't have this truck if it weren't for her, so that's pretty neat. And I just moved this banana plant this thing is a big one, Big Daddy plant, courtesy of one of my customers out in Sarasota, Steve Ellis. I get cow manure for him from time to time, which brings me to biodigesters, because they're cool. You can capture methane with them, and I want to get one. And I was looking up Kickstarter, and don't know much about it, but thinking maybe if I had funding, I could learn more about it. So there you go with that. But here's a moringa Farah, and it's the one with the big fat leaves that I'm not really sure what the differences are, and I know they're both superfood. You get a lot of oil of it. You can make cosmetic oil, high dollar oil out of it, and then but it's good for your health, so I should go ahead and eat some right now. I'm starting to like it a lot. And Linda Ferber hooked me up with these couple of these Norfolk pines. I was doing some yard work for her, and they were sitting on her porch for a couple of years. The guy had gotten root bound, so I stuck them in the ground. Oh, and she also gave me this Madagascar palm. I got some weeds in here. These cosmos have done their thing, so I need to clean this up, but it's a lot of work out here. So there's a pile of stuff I'm gonna run over with the mower later. I got a mulching mower, but I want to get a biodigester and start capturing some methane. And teaching people about it and learning about it and spreading the word, because it seems to be the way to go. And you can capture methane, and it can reverse global warming and all that good stuff. Here's some pineapple plants. And if anybody can tell me what these things are called, they have saved my life, so I should probably know what they're called. They basically they will live anywhere you throw them. They'll just grow right there. You don't have to dig a hole or anything, and which is convenient a lot of times when you don't want grass to grow, or you want to keep an area controlled, or you want to cover up a mulch pile, or you can keep your mulch pile pretty inconspicuous. And here's a pineapple plant that got forgot about, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant that, put that somewhere. Here's another star fruit, and I'm just hoping and praying that these things will get big enough to last a mild Florida winter out here in Bradenton, Florida, Midwest Florida. And here's got all kind of stuff up in here. These succulents that are pretty badass. You can see they propagate like mad dogs. And I'm just gonna grab a couple of these, and they come off real. They just fall off. And you just throw them somewhere where you want them to start coming up, in a pot or something. And over here, it's all controlled back here mostly, so I'm just throw a few in there. No weeds. I want to have no grass. I just want plants. Cool plants that help me, that are useful, so that I can come out here and enjoy myself, not work. Here's some honeysuckle. That was a dead stick, and it's starting to get to be a huge plant. And I'm pretty sure it's honeysuckle because it just looks like it, and it also kind of has a little bit of a honey, that smell. And neighbors gave us some bricks, so I made a fire pit. I was thinking I like to make a wood burner, gasifier. Maybe I could use this to convert into a gasifier. And you just need an airtight chamber to burn stuff. And also I was thinking about some. I like to make some low voltage renewable energy lighting kind of situations out here, and also maybe even an aquaponics pond where I could have some fish. Oh, there you got a cardinal back there. See that? See that? He's a pretty male. He must have a nest up in there. You never know what you're gonna see out here in Big Nik Farms. Alright. These frangipanis back there. I got these elephant ears, creating a bunch of jungle-esque kind of atmosphere up in here. You never know what's going to happen once you start creating jungles in your own backyard. I got some black snakes, and starting to have some rich soil up in here. I'm going to burn some of this stuff off at the top, is just to protect the mulch pile, so I'll end up burning off a lot of the stuff once it dries out, because it dries out real quick out here. But my bromeliads are doing cool. They're about to do their thing with the stalk, and I've never really seen it. I don't really know what they look like, so that'll be cool. And yeah, might even, if I could get something to figure out for this fungus situation. These I got those caterpillars that leave fungus on here. I sprayed it with cayenne pepper and dusted it with diatomaceous earth, and I still haven't had much luck with them out here. So I just pick off leaves from time to time and hope for the best. I whacked it with a stick a few times and beat the hell out of it basically, and that didn't really help too much, you know. It kind of knocked off some of the dead leaves. It's supposed to wake it up, you know, but just, I think citrus right now is just, I think maybe with all the GMOs, and then also the you know, this clear sky today, 4th of July 2014, but sometimes there'll be a lot of chemtrails all over the place, like they just tic-tac-toe all over the place. And I don't know, you have to ask the EPA. You know, I know there's a lot of toxic metals and stuff apparently in the that they're putting into the air, so I don't know, that might be like a lawsuit or something in the future for like people that. Here's some night blooming jasmine. This stuff is blooming right now, so I should probably bring some of that because it'll smell up the house real good. And I got some little bugs on there, I forget what those are called, but I'm not sure if they're the ones that are eating it. Something something comes and eats these things like crazy. This one's totally been eaten away, and so that sucks because I like this plant. You know, I like to protect it, spray it with something that will maybe protect it. But here's I don't see any stalks coming off of this thing yet, but any seed pods. But I got that one seed pod. It looks kind of skinny, but I'm gonna go ahead and probably give those seeds to some people. So let me know if you want a seed, and I'll have some more. I've been mailing people Cosmos seeds, and I got a lot of these bromeliads. Wherever you put these bromeliads, they can take full sun, and then they'll end up transforming your environment because they hold so much water. Only thing is you need to have some way to mitigate the mosquitoes because they do hold water. You need to have some EM, spray it with EM, effective microorganisms, and that's supposed to help kill all the larvae, or whatever, because you don't want to be creating problems like that. So, and here's these oleifers. They get the big fat leaves and they're kind of pointed a little bit. The other ones are more round on the stenopetala, but they're both equally pretty cool. They're getting big and they grow, I think, 9 feet a year, and they got a lot of shade. So here's my little makeshift shower over here. It's pretty awesome. I got some beans growing on it right now. Some handmade rope I made out of the palm tree palm fronds. Here's a nice bean for you there. I'm gonna have to pick that pineapple too. It's starting to get yellow. And then this prickly pear cactus. Some people eat the young ones like this because they're not spiky yet. But I've yet to try that yet. Seems like it might be good though, if you're hungry enough, I guess. Put some oil and some coconut oil and some garlic on it. Make anything taste good. So there you have it. In case you're wondering what happened to this whatever the hell it is, mango, I snapped off all the leaves about 2 weeks ago. It's been raining every day. We get our big rains every evening around the same time. So the ground's plenty wet and get plenty of sun every day. These things are already bouncing back, you know, you can see. They got the little shoots coming out the side, all up and down there, all up and down. So I didn't do that to all of them. Like this one, I trimmed it back. This is a mango though. It's a little different. Actually, I'm not sure. It could be a mango, it could be avocado. I don't really know. But I know I planted a buttload of different of avocado and mango from the church down the street. They had lots of produce that was rotten. Part of it was rotten, some of it was good, which is cool. And whatever you don't eat, you just stick it out in the yard or give it to your pig. It's a good way. And also with the biodigesters, you can use food scraps. It's good. You can capture a lot of methane off a lot of food scraps and sugary kind of things that would otherwise end up going into the atmosphere. So I just looked up on Kickstart, and I don't really know if that's going to be for me, but I'd like to maybe, you know, somebody could give me some advice on how to learn more about joule thief circuits and methane biodigesters, because I'm just kind of, you know, getting older. I'm starting to have to come into a different line of work. Big man, small truck isn't going to be able to last forever. So, been having a little bit of back issues. So, I'd like to maybe go back to school. So, but it's just me and my mom out here. So, just trying to create a nice environment. And let me know what you guys think. All right. All right. Peace.